Hello, good morning once again to each and everyone. It's another brand new day, Monday, and as I always say, I want to say thank you to each and everyone who has been supporting me, who has been encouraging me, and I'm grateful to you, the amazing fans, those that have been watching this great live feed. I would like to say God richly bless you. And it is my prayer that as we are rising, we rise together and do amazing things, life changing things, things that will bring transformation in our lives. So this morning, I'm going to share on a topic that I shared with all of us. That was on Saturday, which I titled "What You Think Is What You Become." So it's a topic that has a lot to it, that has a lot of volume to it, and so much pertaining to it. So this morning, we are going to look at this, and it is my prayer that is going to be a topic that will transform all of us, a topic that will encourage all of us to believe in ourselves, a topic that will all hold together and for us to use to be a blessing to us and those that are around us. A topic that we'll pick together or we'll listen to together and we'll use it to grow ourselves, to believe in ourselves, to believe that there is nothing that we cannot do, and to believe that whatever we think or whatever we process through our minds, that is what we will surely become. So this morning, I would like you to join me so that we can start or to go on to this great journey. So I would like us to look at something important when it comes to this particular topic. So when we say what you think is what you become, what do you think about it, or how do you understand it? So we have to look at it from certain perspective. So we have to look at the meaning of the mind, because everything that we think about, everything that we imagine, everything that we like to think or to imagine, the ideas, everything that we like to process, everything happens through our minds. So we like to look at the meaning of the mind. When someone should say what the mind, what does it mean to say the mind? So the mind is an abstract concept used to characterize thoughts. Okay, so the mind is an abstract what? Concept used to characterize what? Thoughts, feelings, subjective states, and self-awareness. Okay, so when someone should say what is the, or someone should ask you that, what is the meaning of the mind? The mind is an abstract concept used to describe or characterize a thought. So what it's trying to tell us is that the mind is something that is relative to thought, because the mind processes thoughts. The mind processes what? Ideas. Okay. So the mind is what? An abstract concept used to characterize what? Thoughts, feelings. Okay. Feelings, subjective states, and self-awareness. Okay, so the mind, as I shared with all of us some time ago, the power of the mind. The mind is a powerful tool that we have to take seriously. The mind is a very powerful tool that you and I have to take seriously. So when we also want to look at the meaning of what, someone should say, what is the meaning of what? Think, or to think. Okay, when someone should ask you, Kojo, Ama, Ya, what is the meaning of what? Think. Think is what? Directs one's mind towards what? Someone's or something. Okay, to direct one's mind towards someone or something. So that is the meaning of what? Think. To direct one's mind towards someone or something. So when someone should say you should think, that means what? You are directing your mind towards someone or something, okay, which use one's mind actively to connect ideas. So the mind is used to connect ideas. The mind, as I said earlier, The meaning of the mind is what? An abstract concept used to characterize thoughts. Okay, and the mind is a medium, or is something that what? Ideas are being conceptualized. Okay, ideas are being what? Nurtured. Okay, that is the meaning of what? Of the mind. So when we should say what? We should think to direct one's mind towards someone or something. Use one's mind actively to form connected ideas. To form connected ideas. So that is what the mind is. The mind is something powerful that what we can use to form ideas, to form thoughts, to form positive ideas that can change our lives. So when we should say that what you think is what you become. Okay, what does it mean? When I should ask you out there, what you think is what you become, what do you understand by it? It means what? The things you think about will determine the quality of your mind. Okay, the things you think about will determine the quality of your mind, the quality of your life, the quality of the output that you bring out, the quality of the products, of the fruits that will come out of yourself. Okay, so that is what it means, or to say that what you think is what you become. So what you always think and focus on, you become. So what you think and you focus on each and every day, every minute, every hour, that is what you become. If you think that you are going to be a CEO of a company, you surely become. If you think that you become your own CEO of your own company, or you become someone that can birth a business from the grounds to become something great, that is what you surely become. Okay, so most people are unaware that things they think will ultimately determine their thoughts, actions, and behavior. Okay, so most people are unaware that the things that they think about, the things that they conceive, the things that they process through their minds, okay, they are things that will ultimately determine their thoughts, will determine their actions, will determine their behavior each and every day. Okay, so let us encourage ourselves to always think positively. Okay, because there is a saying that as a man thinketh, so he is, or so he becomes. So how you think, that is how you become. The mind is a very powerful tool that we shouldn't take it for granted. Each and every day when we rise up in the morning, let's think about ourselves that we are champions. We are people that can make life changing ideas, or we can develop life changing ideas through the mind. Okay, through the mind, to change the things around us. Okay, so what we think is what we become. So our thoughts are more than just thoughts. The things that we think, we think, or the thoughts that run through our minds, they are not just thoughts. They are things that are much more than that. They are not just thoughts. They are what guide us through life and define us. So the things that we think about, the things that processes through our minds, okay, these things guide us through our lives and also define us. Because at the end of the day, 80% or 90% of the things that go through our minds determine where we'll get to in the future. Define us. Okay, so when you think that you become an armed robber, or you continue to be an armed robber, that is what you become. And if you don't make up your mind to change and to become someone positive, okay, nothing good will come on your way. Okay, so they are what guide us through life and define us. So if these things guide us through life and define us, it will define you. The ideas, the thoughts that run through your mind, they will define you, and there are things that will go through or will lead you through your own walk in life. Okay, so there are things that shape and mold our view of the world. Okay, so our thoughts, how we think, that is how we become. So our thoughts mold you and I. Our thoughts mold you, because you can't just stand up and say what I want to become what excuse me to say I want to become a military man. Okay, it is something that has gone through your mind. It is something that it is an idea that you process through your mind, an idea that you conceived, because you know where you want to go in life, you know where you want to reach in life. Okay, so when you believe that whatever I am processing through my mind, that is what I'll become. We should never take it for granted. We should never take the power of the mind for granted. The mind is powerful as anything that we can ever think. It's a weapon. It's a weapon that can distract or destroy us or mold us to become people of great importance, people that can change other people's lives. Okay, so our thoughts, the way we think, that is how we become. And these things shape and mold you and I. Okay, how we see the world, how we see the things around us, how we see our lives, how we see our purpose in life, and those around us. Okay, so let's stay positive. Positivity gives you the ability to conceive ideas that you can use to transform your life, ideas that we can use to transform the society, ideas that you can use to transform your business. Because when you start a business and you see that like the business, you are seeing it more than how it is going now. You are seeing it to become an international business, a nationwide business. That is how the business is going to become. Okay, so the thoughts that we think or the things that we think, that is how we become. These things go a long way. It's a weapon. It's a weapon that can help us win. It's a weapon that can also destroy us. Okay, so let's be careful with the way we handle our thoughts. Okay, so there was something that Napoleon Hill said. Napoleon Hill, he said whatever the mind conceives and believes, okay, the mind can achieve. Okay, so that was what Napoleon Hill said. He said, whatever the mind conceives and believes, the mind can achieve. Before you become whatever you become in life, before you become that great person in life, you have taken the seed of conception. Okay, you've conceived an idea, you've conceived something about yourself, and you believe that you can become that great person. You can allow your business, because businesses don't just happen. Okay, companies don't just happen. Enterprises, they don't just happen. Proprietorships don't just happen. Okay, people sit down and they conceive this idea, because the ideas, when they conceive them, it runs through their mind and they put them on paper. Okay, and as they think, that is how the businesses or their lives become. Okay, so whatever the mind conceives and believes, because you have to, when you conceive an idea, when you think, you have to believe that whatever you are believing or whatever you are conceiving is possible to be achieved. It's a belief that you and I have to believe in each and every day. And the mind can achieve anything that we put our minds to. Okay, the mind can achieve anything that you and I will put our minds to. Okay, so the mind is a very powerful tool when it comes to inspiring us to. Please pardon me for that. I was disturbed a little. So the mind is a very powerful tool when it comes to inspiring us to success. Okay, so the mind, as we see, is, as I said earlier, is a weapon that can be used to our advantage and also not to be in our own advantage. So the mind is a very powerful tool that can inspire you and I to become people of success, to be able to achieve whatever we have conceived. Okay, so when we conceive an idea, let's believe that we can be able to achieve that particular idea. Let's believe in ourselves. Let's believe in the things that we think we think. Let's believe in the positive things that runs through our minds. Okay, there are times that personally I've thought about things that I want to do in life. Okay, and whatever I have thought about, I am getting there. Like, those things are happening. You understand? Those things are happening. So when you look at the mind is not just something that we are seeing. It's more than the physical aspects. There is much more of a spiritual aspect to it. Okay, there is much more of a spiritual aspect of the mind to it. There is much more. Each and every day, we shouldn't take things for granted, things that run through our minds. We should never take them for granted. Always, when you wake up, talk to yourself that what you are a success, you are a champion, you are born to do great things, you are born to transform lives, you are born to impact lives, you are born to be a blessing to others. You are not brought into the life just to live a life of mediocrity. Okay, you were not brought into life or this world to just live a life of what? Of a lesser being. Okay, we are super beings. Okay, believe in the things that you think about and trust you in me. You can do exceedingly, because even the Bible tells us that we can do exceedingly and abundantly. Okay, we can do exceedingly and abundantly. So far as what? We believe and trust in God. Okay, and if we can believe and trust in God, and we are created in the image of God, then we can do everything or anything that is we seem not to be possible. Okay, between impossibility, it is only I am that separates it. Between impossibility and impossibility, okay, it is only I am that separates it. So I am possible. You are possible. You are possible to do anything at all. Anything that you put your mind, just keep working at it. Just keep believing. When you believe, it will come to pass. When you believe, it will come to pass. I was telling someone yesterday, and the person was telling me that, as he said, the abrabomu ayedin, like things are difficult and all that. It's like things are hard. And I was telling the person that what? Nothing comes easy. Anything that people get on a silver platter, they don't appreciate it. Okay? They don't appreciate it. So whatever you see that it is hard to get, at the end of the day, when you get it, you surely appreciate it. Okay? So if we believe we can be successful, more often than not, we will be successful. So if we believe that we can be successful, this is something that you and I know. Okay, each and every day when you believe that you'll be successful, you do great, you do amazing things, you surely get there. Okay, there are stories of leaders who have thought that what they can't be able to do it. By the end of the day, you see them that they are doing marvelous things. So if we believe that we can be successful in life, okay, more often than not, believe me, we will surely be successful in life. You will surely be successful in life. You will get there no matter what. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in whatever runs through your mind. Take that bold step. Take that bold step. Take that bold step and believe that what? You surely make it no matter what. Okay, there is nothing that what is not possible. Okay, so however, if we believe we won't be successful, then we will never be successful. Okay, so if you and I, for me personally, I believe that I'll be successful. Okay, and I am encouraging you to also believe in yourself, to have faith in your abilities, to have faith in the ideas that your mind is conceiving. Because as you think, so you become. Okay, whatever runs through your mind, never think less of yourself. Never think less of yourself. Think of yourself as a superior being, a being that God has created to do amazing things. And trust me, you'll get there. Don't let anybody talk you down that you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Okay? Just listen to what? Advice, and choose the right ones from it. Okay? So if we believe that we'll be successful, and we believe in our thoughts and our thinking, we will surely be successful. But if you and I believe that we will not be successful, or if you believe that you will not be successful, you will never be successful. The mind is a spiritual thing beyond just the physical thing, the physical mind that we are seeing. Okay, this is something that makes up the whole being. This is something that makes up the whole being. So believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, believe in your ideas, believe in the things that you conceive. And I promise you, you'll get there. You and I will get there, a step at a time. We'll get there. So this means that we have come to believe what rattles inside our heads. So this means that you and I have to believe that whatever rattles through our heads or inside our heads is possible to be achieved. Okay, when they say rattle, have you ever seen a snake making a noise, like rattling and all that? You understand? That is the meaning of what I am telling you. Okay, because most of the times, when you see that an idea keep coming through your mind, like hitting you all over again, the thinking still coming, like hitting your mind. Do this, like you can become this, you can become that. Please don't take it for granted. Use it as something which can propel you to become great. Okay, use it as something, or a springboard. Use it as a springboard. That's the word I'm looking for. Use it as a springboard. Okay, that can propel you to greatness. Greatness will surely knock at your door. Okay, greatness will surely find you. It is my prayer that greatness, success and greatness will find each one of us. But this will not come on a silver platter. It comes to play when you and I should keep going and fighting after whatever we want in life. Chasing after our dreams. People will tell you it is not possible, but trust me, it is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Okay, so growth mindset gives you the ability to believe that you can work on improving yourself. So when you have the growth mindset, it gives you the ability to believe that you can work on improving yourself in each and every day. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And nobody is born on an island to be alone. Okay, we all came together. We all came together individually. But together we can become great. Okay, so you should be able to have a growth mindset. A mindset that I can learn from other people. I can learn from my mistakes. I can learn from the things that I couldn't do. And the things that I am encouraging myself that I'll take the necessary steps. The necessary steps of growth. The necessary steps of improvement. Okay, to make my life better. To make my life great. Okay, and trust me, that growth, that process of seeing fruitfulness, okay, will come knocking at your doorsteps. Okay, keep knocking, keep hitting, keep believing. Okay, have you seen when you, in a practical way, when you look at the boxers, okay, you see that they exert so much effort, or they exert so much punches on their opponents. So their opponents feel the pain and the jabs and all that, and at the end of the day, it's either they give up, okay, or they get knocked down. Okay, what am I trying to tell you this morning? I'm trying to tell you that you should build a growth mindset. Keep hitting at whatever you started. Keep hitting at the ideas that you've started. And promise me, you will surely open that great door to your destiny. Okay, so there was something that Buddha said concerning this whole thing. What you think is what you become. He said that what you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create. Okay, can you imagine that? Can you imagine this powerful statement? Okay, and he said what you think you become, what you feel you attract, okay, and what you imagine you create. So in opposite sense, if you don't feel anything, you don't attract. If you don't feel anything, you don't attract. Okay, and if you don't imagine anything, you don't create. So people that have been able to create companies, excuse me to use that word, or build companies from scratch, they were people that conceived an idea from the scratch and made it grow to become what it is today. Okay, so the mind is a very powerful tool that you and I can use to conceive ideas so that we can have a growth mindset and develop our life to the level that we want. Okay, so we should be able each and every day to imagine great things, to think great things, to allow great thought to run through our minds. Okay, so that we can be able to create things that can be a blessing to us, our nation, the world, our society, and the places that we find ourselves. It's come back to us for us to continue to believe in ourselves, to continue to believe in the things that we know that we can become. And let's take the necessary steps to become what we want to become in life. Okay, so the ability of you being able to change your life comes from first you willing to change your mind. Okay, so the ability of you being able to change your life, the ability of you wanting to change your life, all comes back from you, first of all, for you willing to change your mind, for you willing to stay positive. Okay, from you willing to stay positive, for you believing in yourself, for you believing that what God has called you or has given you the ability or has brought you into this world to live a life of what? Fulfillment. A life of what? Impact. A life of what? Change. A life of touching the lives of other people and not just living it the way we say it. Okay, so everything that you see is within your power. So everything that you and I we see, everything that we see around us, everything that we see within us, okay, everything that you see is within your power, is within your reach to get it. And everything can be achieved if you put your mind at work to it. Okay, so everything that we see can be achieved so far as what we put our minds to it, so far as we believe, so far as we have faith. Okay, so everything we see within, everything you see within your power, and everything we see within us can be achieved so far as what we put our minds to it, so far as we put our minds at work, because our power is within us. Okay, because our power is within us. The grace that has been given to us to do amazing things is within us. And trust me, I know that we can do great things. You can do great things. You can do amazing things. You can do powerful things. Okay, don't take the things that run through your minds for granted. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself, and I promise you'll get that. So winning in real life starts from winning from the mind. So winning in real life, most of us know that it starts from what? The mind. When you win in the mind, you will surely win in real life. Okay, when you take a step to win in your mind, to believe in your ideas, to believe in your dreams, you surely win in real life, because the mind is the basis of everything. The mind is the basis of everything. So let's encourage ourselves. Let's believe in ourselves. Let's believe in our ideas. Let's believe in the things that's what we conceive. Okay, because people will not believe in our dreams when we don't believe in our dream first. Okay, so let's have a growth mindset. So everything hangs or everything depends on one's thinking. So everything, for us to be able to achieve our goals, everything hangs on one's thinking or depends on one's thinking. A man is as unhappy as he conceives himself he is. So a man is not happy because he sees himself as what? He is not capable of what? Becoming what he thinks he will become, because he sees obstacles. And when the person is seeing obstacle, it's difficult for the person to take that bold step to become whatever you want to become in life. Okay, so what? Let us always what? Conceive positive ideas, to believe in ourselves, to believe that what? We have been given the ability to become whatever we want to become in life. And trust me, you'll get there. So our mind is a very powerful thing, as I said earlier, because it holds great power. Okay, so the mind is a very powerful thing because it holds what? Great power. Okay, great power and powerful things. Okay, and every single person who understands or understood this, okay, and believe it, becomes successful. Okay, so anyone that believes that what, or knows that what, the mind is a very powerful thing, okay, holds a greater power, and a greater power that what, he or she can become great and can do powerful things in life. Okay, so we should always encourage ourselves to think positive, to think about things that what can transform our lives. Okay, people might come to look down on you, but believe in yourself. Believe in the things that you want to do. Okay, so imagine your life the way you want. You want it. Imagine your life the way you want it, and create a mind image of what you want to become, and make that mind image come true. Okay, so imagine your life the way you want your life to become in the future, even now. Forget about the past. Okay, don't dwell in the past. Move beyond the past. Go into the present. Go into the future. Create a mental picture, okay, of what you want to become in life, and make that conscious effort that what? You surely make whatever you've conceived to come to pass. Because the mind is a very powerful thing. Okay, we should never take it for granted. You and I should never take it for granted. So you have to be more positive about your life. Each and every day when we wake up in the morning, we have to be more positive about our lives. Okay, about our businesses, our career, etc. The things that we are doing in life. Okay, we should be more positive. Let's think positively. Okay, let's think positive, because no one is going to do it for us. Let's think positively no matter what. It is the decision that we make that change our lives. Okay, it is the decision that we make that change our lives, be it positive or negative. It is the things that we conceive, the things that we think, the things that run through our mind, the ideas and all that. They are the things that what determines our life. So when we are thinking about negative things, that is how we become. When we are thinking about positive things, these things will propel us, or these things will encourage us to become greater, to become successful in whatever we are doing. Okay, so we should always encourage ourselves to be positive, to stay positive. To stay positive no matter what, in every situation, in every difficult situation. Let us all encourage ourselves to stay positive. Okay, so you put your purpose in a good perspective. So you put your purpose in a good perspective if you create a good and positive picture about your purpose in life. Okay, so you are able to create, or you are able to put your purpose in a good perspective, in a good picture, in a good dimension. Okay, when you create a good and a positive picture about your life, about your purpose, about your business, about your marriage, about the things that you want to do in life. Okay, when you create a good picture, a positive picture, you put your purpose in a good perspective. Okay, so why will you dwell in negativity? Why will you dwell in the things that will not allow you to think positively, to be able to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams, whatever you want to do? Okay, don't let anyone talk you down on your purpose. Because at the end of the day, they are not the one who is going to achieve them, or who is going to take that conscious effort, okay, continuous effort to just make things better for themselves. Okay, so you put your purpose in a good perspective if you create a good and perspective picture about your purpose. Okay, about your purpose, which will help you to achieve this purpose eventually. Okay, which will allow you, will give you the room to achieve this purpose eventually. Because a step that is not taken, any step that you don't take, you are not able to achieve whatever you set for yourself. Okay, so let's encourage ourselves. So your purpose demands you to create a positive mental picture about where you want to go in life. Okay, so your purpose demands you to create a positive, not a negative picture. A positive picture about where you want to go in life, where you want to see yourself, where you are seeing yourself. Okay, what you think is what you become. So the things that you think about, that is how you become. When you choose to go and sit somewhere and to be gossiping about people, do you imagine the things that you are just reading yourself to become? Why don't you use your time to conceive ideas rather than sitting somewhere and talking about people, how to destroy someone? Like, seriously, people are using their time to think about destroying people and all that. Why will you do that? Why will you do that? Whilst we all have the same time in the same day to use it to better ourselves, to better our lives. Why will you use your time to want to use it to destroy others? Okay, so because as a man thinketh, so he is. Can you imagine that? As a man thinketh, so he is. So such people, they turn out to be what? Losers at the end of the day. They turn out to be losers at the end of the day. Okay, so use your time wisely, use your mind wisely. Okay, the mind is more than just the things that we are seeing. It's beyond the physical. It's something spiritual, because whatever you think, that is what you become. Whatever you think, that is what you become. Stop using your time to say this. Stop using your time for unnecessary things. Stop using your time for unnecessary things. Use your time productively, or use your mind productively. Excuse me to say this. Okay, excuse me for that. So every single thing starts with our thoughts. Every single thing starts with our thoughts, and we must be wise and be careful with what we think about. Okay, so every single thing about life, every single thing about our life, about your life, about any person that is related to you, start with our thoughts. And we must be wise and careful with the way we think, okay, or what we think about. Okay, that starts with everything, and we should be very careful with the things that we allow to process or we allow through our minds. We should be very careful, because at the end of the day, if we don't take time, we become losers. Okay, losers are people who think about negative things, about destroying others, destroying other people's businesses, about gossiping about others. Okay, so why don't you use your mind productively so that you can become a blessing to yourself? Become a blessing to yourself and not a curse to yourself. Okay, not a curse to yourself. Use your time or use your mind, use your thoughts productively so that you can be able to change the life of yourself and those that are around you. Okay, so how do you become what you think? So how do you become what you think? You have to do it at such a consistent basis, which changes the makeup of your mind. So for you to be able to become what you think, my friend normally asks me that what like it's like we are always thinking that we want to do this and we want to do that. So how do we make our dreams, our ideas become a reality? Okay, and I told him that we have to be consistent. Okay, we have to keep going. We have to keep hitting on the road. We have to keep moving on the road. We have to keep taking the conscious steps. We have to keep taking the productive and the proactive steps for us to be able to get there. Okay, because there is nothing that is not possible. Anything is possible so far as we put ourselves to it and our resources, our human resources to it. And believe me, we'll surely get there. So we become what we become by what? Always staying consistent on regular basis. Staying consistent on regular basis, believing in yourself when nobody is believing in you. Believing in yourself when no one is believing in you. Okay, the ability for us to become great and successful has been given to us by God. Okay, He has already given these things to us. That is why He gave us the mind. He gave us the first class mind, the first class capacity, okay, for us to think and to become great. For us to think and become awesome people who can impact the life of others. Okay, there is nothing that we cannot do. There is nothing, so far as there is God, we can do exceedingly and abundantly that we can ever think. Okay, so we become what we think about by staying consistent on regular basis, which changes the makeup of our mind. Okay, it changes the makeup of our mind. Okay, because when you stay consistent and keep believing and trusting in yourself and your ideas and also the things that, oh God, trust me, I don't believe in. Personally, for me, when you come and you just want to belittle me, I will just watch you, because I'll tell myself, you are not God. You are not God. And I know that I am not brought into this world just to do certain things. It will take time. Okay, it will take time, but you have to prepare yourself. Allow God to prepare you for the greater things ahead of you. Okay, allow God to prepare you for the greater things ahead of you by using your mind positively, by using your ideas this thing positively. Okay, so you have to use it on consistent basis, which changes the makeup of your mind. Please, it is not the makeup that the ladies normally use on their faces. Okay, it is not the makeup that our pretty sisters normally use on their faces, but this is the makeup of the mind. Okay, it adjusts the mind to become positive, to revolutionize things, or to change things. Excuse me to say that, to change things to our good. Okay, so consistent basis, which changes the makeup of your mind, your future and your destiny. Okay, it changes what? The makeup of your mind, of your future, and also your destiny. So, as how you think, whatever you think, that is how you become. So let us encourage ourselves to always think positively. Think positively, believe in ourselves positively, allow our minds to think positively, because it is a very powerful tool, or it is a very powerful weapon. The mind is a very powerful weapon which can be used, as I said earlier, it can be used to our advantage or disadvantage. Okay, so let us use our minds positively. And believe me, you and I will surely get there. So most of us have put excuse me to say this, so most of us have put stupid and negative things in our minds. Okay, most of us have put negative, stupid, and bad stuff in our minds, which is blocking our minds to conceive greater things, to conceive greater ideas, to conceive things that can change our lives. Because when we are able to change, it changes the people that are around us. Okay, it changes our focus, it changes our lives to a better direction. Okay, so most of us have put stupid and negative stuff in our brains, and that one I will not use our thoughts. Most of us have lived in an era of stupidity in our minds. Stupidity, and also what? Negative things. Okay, which has blocked us from what? Like conceiving ideas, using our brains for better things. Gossip will not allow you to conceive ideas. Gossip will never allow you to conceive ideas. It will only allow your minds to think about negative things. Okay, so therefore affecting our purpose in life negatively. So when you use your mind to think about stupid and negative things, okay, it will affect your purpose negatively as well. It will affect whatever you want to do in life. Always think and conceive positive things. Things that you deem that they can be a life transforming moment for you and the people that are around you. Okay, so toxic stuffs will stop your brain to function. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Toxic things will make your mind or your brain to stop functioning properly. So why would you feed your mind with negative things or toxic things or stupid things? Gossip, planning evil about someone, taking someone for granted. One thing that I keep telling people is that, see, we don't know tomorrow. When you see a dirty rag on the street, that same dirty rag can be picked by someone, wash and become clean. Okay, never look down on anyone's life or idea. Never. If someone should tell you that Zoomlion, if someone should have told you that in the year 2000, that when Zoomlion started, that Zoomlion will become what it is today, please, you and I will never believe this. Okay, There are ideas that we can conceive to change lives. There are ideas that we can conceive to bring out and to change lives. Okay, so always stay positive. Please, always stay positive. Positivity gives room for growth. It gives room for God's blessings. It gives room for God's upliftments in our lives. Okay, so always stay positive. Use your mind for something powerful, because the mind is a very powerful tool and a weapon. Okay, so for my conclusion, I'd like to say this. There is something in computer, okay, computer programming. There is something in computer programming that we call garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. Okay, what you put in, that is what will come out. So what am I trying to say? Garbage in, garbage out. Every good thing that you put in your mind, that is what will come out. Every good thing that you put into your mind, that is what you will get as for the output. Okay, so every bad input, you will get a bad output. Okay, so what am I trying to say? That is what that is through your mind. Okay, through your mind, whatever you conceive, that is what you get. That is the output that you get. And this is common in computer programming, which you can relate to your personal life. So my little advice for you and I is that we should encourage ourselves to always think positive. Conceive things that will better our life. Stay positive and always our life to grow through our purpose. Okay. On this note, I thank each and everyone who has been part of this live broadcast. It is my prayer that this live broadcast will be a blessing to myself and also to you. That it will be a time that we use to transform our personal lives. Okay, and let's use this moment to think about things, to think about lives, so that we can be able to change the lives of ourselves and those that are around us. Okay, so on this note, I would like to say that what you think is what you become. Thank to each and everyone who has watched. God richly bless you. My name is Goswe Ahevi, and till I see you next week, God be with you and richly bless you and keep you safe in wherever you find yourself. Never look down on anyone, but help each and everyone grow through life and their purpose in life. God bless you and be good. Bye-bye. See you next week. And please, kindly share this on your pages if you've listened to it and it has been a blessing to you. I'm pleading so that we can grow together. Stay positive and win. Bye-bye.